What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the Korrupted Judge, and welcome back to Helltaker the Second Circle. Now, a few things to iterate before we get started. The game did get a bit of an update not too long ago, and thanks to the original game Helltaker Second Anniversary. And I decided to download it. I did a quick check with it and everything, because I wanted to make sure that all of my game files saved. And one of the things I noticed that when I went to the CG gallery to check, the background in here has changed into Taker's living room. It's really cool. It's really amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm going to let you guys know now. I have a splitting headache. I don't know what it is. Like, it's hot here in Ontario. It's like 30 degrees, something like that. Now, granted, I'm used to the heat and everything. However, my body's trying to get like used to it because we got through a winter and now we're moving on to the hot weather. So I have a bit of a splitting headache. So if I don't feel, or look like myself, I apologize for that. I'm just trying to get over like this head cold or whatever it is I got. So hopefully maybe Second Circle will help me out. Now I'm excited to see what this update's got for us. Of course, we're going to continue and we're going to go on to the Modeus date. So I'm going to need to get into my original file, and luckily everything's saved. The fuck? Oh, there we go. Oh, this updated a lot. Okay, so Pandemonica, they changed the background too to the front door. Modeus has some new sprites. Does Modeus not have her animation anymore? No, it doesn't look like she has her animation anymore. Cypress has some new sprites as well. It seems like they got a little bit of a new animation, and the little hair thing that they have is now extended even bigger. Melina hasn't changed. Zadrada actually got some new sprites, as did Azazel. They made Justice even more buff and not as flat. Oh man. And they updated Lucy as well. And I've noticed her blouse, or whatever you want to call it, her top, is slightly lower. I'm a degenerate, so that's how I figured that out already. And of course, our always lovely Judgment has got herself a couple of updates as well. But we're gotta focus on Modeus. So let's kick it. Though Modeus hasn't exactly gone out of her way to avoid you after your date, you can't help but feel that there is a certain uneasiness in the air anytime you two are in the room together. As if trying to avoid talking to you outright, the demoness has become particularly engrossed in her personal stash of romance novels. Oh dear God. Oh, I loved it. You can tell that this sprite was updated too, just by the new style. Dana O'Hara has outdone herself. Okay, whenever you happen to catch her in the living room or in the kitchen, she has her nose buried deeply within the pages of whatever it is she's reading on that day. That she seldom so much as glances in your direction. Okay. After a while, you grow accustomed to this new state of things. I noticed in the update, like, they changed the font at the bottom for all these buttons. But I've noticed that these little ones here at the bottom, I'm not sure if you guys can see my cursor. I don't know if I've said it. But you can tell that there's little pictures here at the bottom. I don't know if it's going to show up in recording either. But I don't know what those buttons are, and I'm scared to find out what they do. After a while, you grow accustomed to this new state of things. All the same, you find yourself looking for the right opportunity to sneak candidly with Modeus. Or speak. As it were, this opportunity presents itself to you on an otherwise ordinary night. The evening is verging on the cusp of night. Everyone else in the house has either gone to bed or occupied themselves with terrorizing the town under the veil of the moonlight. Terrorizing the town. I can only guess that it's Sybaris and Zadrada. You had been hoping to catch a lazy late-night movie with someone, but have learned better than to wake a slumbering demon over something so trivial. Did they turn up the sound or something? It sounds so much louder. Hopefully that doesn't pick up on the mic. Unable to sleep, you are moping through the house when you find Modeus sitting next to the bay window in the kitchen, using ambient lighting from the street lamp to reading her book. With Tango beneath the moonlight clutched tightly in her hands, the demoness doesn't look up at you right away. You aren't sure if this is because she is engrossed by her book, that she genuinely not notice you, or she's perpetuating the habit of paying you no mind. I really like this sprite. Either way, you decide to approach. You up late? Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be the first time. Oh no, that little squiggle line at the end, you can tell she's flirting. No! Just a few more chapters. Okay. You're already done? Didn't you just pick up that book the other day? Yes. Stop flirting! Okay, what I've noticed is that a lot of her sprites have like the frowny face instead of like her usual smiley face of the previous ones. But okay, like even I need to point this out. I'm starting to notice that a lot of these girls, their bust has increased. Uh, I can tell with Modeus that it's increased, and the center of her top has kind of been cut short a bit, like around the area. I'm a degenerate for noticing that, but hey, that's just who I am, and I embrace it. Why? I'm just surprised. I didn't expect you to be such a vulgarous reader. I'm not usually. But these books are so lewd. Captivating. There's that smile. Oh? How so? Modeus doesn't answer right away, allowing silence to permit. See, there's that blush. As you struggle to figure out how much of a nuisance question could explicit so strong a response, the demon tears her attention away from her novel and looks at you with narrow eyes. All of a sudden, she shuts her book with a loud snap and turns to face you with her whole body. I need to learn how to read better. Taker. Yeah. Why are you up so late? Not that I'm complaining, mind you. But this isn't exactly how I pictured us staying up together. Oh my god! Oh no! I don't know if this was a planned thing or not, because I didn't get to do the other dates before it was updated. I feel like she's become so much more lewd than she was in the first date. Like, I mean, that's natural. She's Modeus, the lustful demon, but I feel like she's so much more lewd now than compared to the first date. Well, I was hoping to catch a movie with someone, but everyone's asleep. I figured you'd gone to bed too, so I just came in here for a late night snack. I see. ... Well, sorry? What's the movie, Taker? Stop flirting! Oh, I don't know. It's late and a weekday, so they usually only have the cheesy stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. But I thought it might be fun just to head down there and see what's playing, you know? Uh-huh. It's not terribly exciting, you know. But do you want to go, Modeus? Spending time together in a dark room with the sound of a movie we don't particularly care about, masking the noises we make together. Oh my god. She's so much more lewd than she was in the beginning, and it shows. She is not having any trouble hiding it. Sounds like fun. When do you want to go? I've got my keys right here, so now? Alright then, let's go. Though unexpected, you are glad for a sudden turn of events. Whoa! Now, okay. I like this type of animation. And I actually drew her sitting in the seat. Though granted, I feel like the sprite would have been different, depending on the position. And on your drive down to the theater, your thoughts dwell upon your previous date at the spa and Modeus' unorthodox mannerisms. Okay, at least in-game Taker can see the difference. Perhaps now you'll have an opportunity to get to the bottom of the demon's strange behavior. But it wouldn't be wise to broach the topic prematurely. He's learned his lesson after the Azazel date. No, you shouldn't wait until you should wait until the right moment. If only you knew what the moment looked like. This looks like the spot where we dropped off Azazel for the museum. Soon you arrive at the theater, an empty parking lot laid out before you. Just as you expected, the weeknight crowd is sparse. Normally it might take you some time to find a spot, but tonight you are able to park right up next to the front doors without issue. Oh, I got scared because I thought the music stopped. You and Modeus approach the ticket counter with your eyes glued to the schedule. We'll take 2 tickets for, Eliminator Resurgence. What? Oh no! She wants to go see the Terminator! I get they put Eliminator, I'm guessing for copyright reasons, but I'm gonna keep saying Terminator. I don't care. Really? Yep. It's perfect. Nice and loud. Oh. Oh. She is not having any trouble hiding it. And she's not even trying. Wordless, the bleary-eyed cashier behind the counter hands you your tickets. It's obvious that she can't wait to get you out of her sight, so you and Modeus quickly head inside. Snacks? Of course. What would you like? A piece of you. Do you think they have any pomegranates? Pomegranates? I'm sorry, pomegranates? Yeah. Modeus, I don't think... Could you at least ask? Alright, pomegranates at a theater, though? Hey, do you guys have any, pomegranates? Keeper of the snacks! I love this! If this wasn't part of the update, then then this is really awesome. I love it. I absolutely love the comedy in this one. This whole date is basically a freaking romantic comedy. Yes, pomegranates. No, sir, we don't have any pomegranates. Drat. I think I know what you wanted to do with the pomegranate, but I'm not going to get into detail. There's a specific movie that kind of specified it, but I'm going to leave y'all to your imagination. How about leeks, then? What? Ask them if they have any leeks, Taker. Okay. What about leeks? No, sir. We don't have any leeks either. What is with her and produce? Sorry, Modeus. No leeks. What in the 9 circles? 9 circle? I thought hell only had 7 circles. Surely they must have oysters that... I don't know what to say. Oh my god. Oysters? I'm gonna be surprised if they got it on the 3rd try. Are you gonna make me ask? Yes. Very well. What about oysters? Clearly thinking that he's being pranked, the kid behind the register doesn't even dignify your latest inquiry with a response. Sorry, that was a stupid question. We'll take a bucket of popcorn, 2 boxes of chocolate-covered peanuts, and 2 drinks. No, I don't like chocolate-covered peanuts. They taste weird. I don't know. I have a weird taste. Coming right up, sir. The young man steps away from the counter and returns a moment later with your desired snacks. Oh my, aren't those legumes? The heck is this? Yes. You didn't tell me they had What is that? A legume is a plant in the family Fabaceae, or the fruit or seed of such a plant. When used in dry grain, the seed is also called a pulse. Legumes are grown something primarily for human consumption, for livestock something, and stigris, and is soil-enhancing green manure. What? I don't know. This game uses words that I don't understand. I take it you like peanuts. They're my favorite. Is that what those are? Okay, well, I guess that's a bit of a lore then. We now know Modeus likes peanuts. You pay the man and head into the theater with Modeus bouncing happily at your heels. I'm scared of what she's going to try and do. I'm worried that I'm not even going to be able to show this video. Unsurprisingly, the theater itself is just as barren as the parking lot outside. Where do you want to sit? How about there? That's a little close to the screen, don't you think? The closer the better, right? Not really. No. I guess. It's better to get the middle. If you sit in front of the screen, you're going to be sitting there looking like that the whole time. And if you're further down in the back, it feels like the screen's a little smaller than you expected. Always in the middle. But I'm not sure I need to be close enough to count the actor's pores, do you? Unfazed by your argument, Modeus settles in as close to the screen as as you will let her. Fortunately, the seats themselves recline, otherwise you'd surely work up a severe kink in your neck from looking up at the screen. Just as you finish nestling in next to Modeus and cracking open your box of chocolate-covered peanuts, the movie begins. Hold up. Where's my close button? Okay, so one of the weird things is close. The whole art style, I could tell. The art style is damn near different. It looks the same, but it's different. Oh my, I still absolutely love it, but I have to admit, I can see the difference done. Dana O'Hara's art style, I can't tell if it's improved or not, but it's still always amazing. So shouts out to them. Right on time. Shh. You fall into silence for the first portion of the film, thinking that perhaps you should give it a chance. But as Act 2 rolls around, it becomes clear that it's going to be nothing more than a lowbrow action film remake. Boredom quickly sets in. Soon, even the explosion action sent pieces to. Soon, even the explosive action set pieces do little to keep your attention, and you find yourself stealing fragment glances at Modeus. She too looks enthused by the movie. Hey, Modeus, what is it, Taker? Finally ready to make a move, are we? Bruh, she's not hiding it! I've been meaning to ask, is everything okay? Huh? That's not what I expected you to say, but alright, I'll bite. What do you mean? Well, while our spa day was fun, I couldn't help but notice that you seemed a bit off. Off? You seemed hesitant to even get out of the car at first. And then when we got inside, you clammed up completely and wouldn't say a word before, literally deciding on couples massage. I'm not complaining necessarily. But you do have to admit that seems weird, doesn't it? On top of that, you've hardly said 2 words to me since then. If I've done something wrong, I'm terribly sorry. Oh. No, you haven't done anything wrong, Taker. ... Alright, I'll admit, I've been acting a bit strange. Okay. Is there something you'd like to talk about? ... She's pregnant! Yes. And no. It's complicated. Uh-oh. If you'd rather keep it to yourself, I understand. That's just the thing, Taker. I've been keeping this to myself for so long, it's like I feel like I'm going to explode. Oh no, she's gonna unleash the horny. She's gonna want to hold my hand! Believe me when I say that I want to tell you. So is she actually pregnant then? I want to find the words to express to you just how I'm feeling. But it's hard. Because there's so much. And I don't fully understand a lot of it. Maybe I could help with that? Maybe. How much do you know about demons, Taker? Oh man, this should be interesting. Only a little. Why? You're dating like 9 of them, and you don't know anything. I know more than you do. I'm the self-proclaimed king of Helltaker, and I know more, and he's dating all of them. All I know is that some demons are born for a particular purpose, right? Oh, he remembers Pandemonica's date. Right. But there's even more to it than that. There are also some demons who, like myself, are born as a manifestation of a particular sin. Hold up! Okay, Beetle is envy. Modeus is lust. But she clearly hasn't unlocked her, like, demonic power thing because her horns are still black. Lucy's got to count for something. Oh my... oh man, all of them are coming together. You mean like the 7 deadly sins? 8! Exactly. For me, that sin is lust. Oh no! It's working! So you were born from the very concept of lust. Exactly. But that's all I know. I'm not exactly well versed in the details around my own birth, sadly. Okay, so what does that mean exactly? It means that everything about me is colored by the circumstances of my, uh, what the heck? Okay, everything is about me is colored by the circumstances of my genesis in some way or another. The way I see the world and the way I interact with it is all influenced by the essence of lust. For me, being horny, oh, she finally said it, isn't a state that I enter when I'm aroused. It's my default. Does that make sense? That actually does make a lot of sense to me. But how does this relate to the other day? Think about it, Taker. Given what I've told you, how do you think lust might color my relationships? Even your romantic relationships are influenced by your sin? Yes. So while most people might start by going on dates, holding hands, eventually kissing, and progressing through the relationship ladder that way, your relationships work in reverse. Oh, because lust is your default. Precisely. So for you, holding hands is just an intimate as having sex for someone else. I'm afraid so. Okay, so her feelings work in reverse then. So at the start of most dates or relationships, when you're starting to get to know each other, you're starting to fall for each other more and more. Hers starts in reverse. I don't know if it counts as breakup, but she starts heavily in love with somebody already. And she starts with, well, she's supposed to start with sex, but hand holding itself is more lustful than sin. It's hard for me to put into words, but I really understand it. I honestly do. It's not as if I don't want those other things eventually. It's just, I see. I wish you told me these things before. I hate to think that I forced you to do something that you found uncomfortable. I just wanted to feel normal, Taker. Do you have any idea how hard it is to watch you interact with others so effortlessly? You have actual relationships with them. Meanwhile, I get to be the horny demon. Well, that is what she's known as in the community. Oh, there's that animation that I love. Like some kind of freak. ... Modeus, you're not a freak. Believe it or not, I know a particular guy who would just like the physical stuff, I guess we'll say. Unfortunately. God, I hate my life. I just wish I could see the world like everyone else. And I wanted to pretend that I was the same as Lucy or Justice or Panda Monica, even if it's just for a while. That's why I agreed to go to the spa with you. But I just couldn't do it. Is that why you picked the couples massage? The nudity, even if it was brief, made you feel more comfortable, didn't it? Modeus, her knees pressed against her chest, nods in response. Modeus, I'm so sorry. If I'd known, I never would have asked you to go. It's okay, Taker. It's not though. Modeus, I don't want you to feel like you have to endure our dates together. You know what? Hang on. I'm turning down the background music. That's not it. Oh, yes, it is. Okay. Odds are that's gonna still pick up a lot in editing, but we'll see what happens. I want us to find something that we both enjoy doing. That's very kind of you to say. But what would a date like that even look like? I don't know yet. But I will find something. I promise. Modeus doesn't reply to you right away, but you sense the conversation overall is getting a bit too intimate for her. So you fall into silence as well. As it were, you talk through most of Act 3, so the movie ends not too long after. While the credits roll, you and Modeus stand to leave. If it was a Marvel movie, you would sit down and you'd wait for the credits to end. Only then do you notice that you are no longer alone in the theater. Someone, cloaked in darkness, is sitting in the very back, resting their feet on the chair in front of them. Cloaked in... Is it the guy from Cerberus' Date? You can't make out too many details, but you can tell that whoever this person is, they're tall. and they have hair like an 80s metal band. Metal band. How could you not have noticed someone like that waltz in? Perhaps they snuck in partway through? With a shrug, you follow Modeus out of the theater and to your car. And we're back to this animation. As you drive home, your thoughts are drawn to your conversation with Modeus. You know that there has to be something, some way for you two to connect on a date. But what? You think about it all the way home, and even up until the point that you are sitting in bed for the night. Unable to sleep, you decide to get a late night snack from the kitchen. There you catch a glimpse of Modeus' book sitting on the table where she left it. Seeing it gives you an idea. What's the idea? Okay. Well, we did technically get a little bit more lore, and from a Modeus state of all things, I honestly didn't expect it. But an obvious thing we learned, and that I guess I didn't seem to pick up on earlier, Modeus is the embodiment of lust. That's one of the 7 deadly sins. So Beale is the embodiment of envy. Modeus is the embodiment of lust. Lucy's got to be the embodiment of something. That's 3 already. Or 3 already. 3. I'm sorry, you guys can't see my hands. I'm used to having the wider camera. So that means there are 4 left. And are they among our group? I don't know. I honestly don't. But we did get through this. I've noticed that the pattern here is that these second rounds of dates are like twice as long as the previous ones, which I don't mind if you guys don't care about my really crappy reading. So yeah, a little bit of lore has been established here. God only knows what we're going to end up with next. Next date, we're going to be dealing with Sybaris. I honestly can't wait to see what happens, because I know with Sybaris we had that long cloaked person. So I don't know if that's the same one from the theater. I don't know why they pointed out hair. I don't know. But we'll see what happens. With that said, I'm the Korrupted Judge, and I'll see you guys in the next video. See you around.